What's going on, Aces? Welcome back to the channel. So, Dr. Jackie, we just saw Married to Medicine, and I'll make my recap videos after this one. But we saw her meet with the Vice President of the United States, right, Madam Kamala Harris, and she was talking about, disseminating and getting the number out 1833 TLC Mama, that support hotline for new mothers in regards to offering, just support and really addressing the issue of the Black maternal mortality rate, which is the highest here in the US. And 3 years ago, this is what she said to Dr. Heavenly. So I'm going to let you guys listen to it, and then I'm going to give a little bit of commentary, but I also want to read the statement that she just put out as well. But yeah, it's disappointing. I'm going to let y'all hear, and then I'll talk a little bit about it because I expected more.
Sometimes as African American women, we're a bit more dramatic, and that you go to the doctor and you complain and you complain and you complain, and you're not taken serious because you cried wolf the entire pregnancy.
That ain't me, boo. I don't know what you're talking about, but go ahead.
I didn't say you. I just said as African American women, we want to also make sure you're being serious with your doctor and not playing the game so I can take you off work. Because then we see you 25 times in the pregnancy. It's hard to believe that there's a true problem when there's a true problem.
Okay, a few things, right? Dr. Jackie, she is a board certified OBGYN with her own private practice in Atlanta. So, which means that she's practicing medicine in one of the Blackest cities in the country, right? Most of her clientele is going to be African American, okay? On top of that, she has not given birth. And I don't want to, take that away from her because I know that's a sensitive topic. She's discussed it on the show. However, she was doing the whole nice, nasty thing with Buffy, and Buffy actually spoke out as well. But I don't know. People are really like coming for her neck, as they should. They're dragging her through these social media streets because there's no reason why she would say that without just sounding and being anti-Black. I mean, you're dogging out your own clientele. I mean, I'm like, what in the self-sabotage is going on? And to make matters worse, this is a serious it's literally life and death. Judge Hatchett, her daughter-in-law, passed away because her doctor didn't believe her pain. Serena Williams said that she almost passed away giving birth. Beyonce, who is, one of the most, if not the most iconic entertainer of our generation, she also had difficulty. It's like bringing a Black life into this world is so dangerous because the hatred of Black women is so salient throughout the culture. And I get that, Dr. Jackie's generation, because she's a boomer, they were socialized to be anti-Black. People are still socialized and conditioned to be anti-Black. It's just, but it was so jarring hearing it from her, especially the timing, right? Right after she had, the Bravo aired the conversation that she had with VP Harris, boom, this old clip resurfaced. Now let's go ahead and listen, or I'm going to read you what Jackie says here, and then I'll give a little bit of commentary afterwards. So she says, quote, and she put this on her IG page. Recently, a clip from a nearly 2-hour video was taken out of context to make it appear that I somehow take lightly what I have advocated for concerning the devastating problem facing the Black maternal health crisis. I'm gonna keep reading. It has been my life's work to highlight and to attempt to rectify the issues that devastatingly impact Black maternal mothers versus our counterparts. As a physician, I educate my patients every day to be their own best health advocate. As we continue to face medical mistreatment and gaslighting, my intention with the broader conversation was to ensure patients enter their pregnancies armed with information and tools to effectively communicate their needs with their doctors to ensure a positive outcome. The reason I became an OBGYN is because growing up, I saw such a lack of diversity amongst medical professionals and was determined to be a part of the change. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow, I will continue to fight for the lives of Black mothers and babies. But that's not what you said, Dr. Jackie. What you said specifically was that women cry wolf, that you don't want to have them, trying to get a note from you or from their doctor telling them, that they need to essentially rest from work, right? That you didn't want to see them 25 times. Just outlandish anti-Black sentiments, okay? One, Black women are not pack mules and laborers. And if they need bed rest, as oftentimes pregnant women do, then you, as their physician, should write them a note excusing them from work and allow them to have bed rest. Three, I've never been pregnant. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. I'm not a mother, but even I know that if someone is coming to you saying I'm in pain, if you're their doctor, you took the Hippocratic oath, I'm assuming is all physicians are supposed to do no harm to your patients. Like the math isn't mathing. I'm telling you, I don't know if it's because she's not a mother or what. Or no, because I'm like, I'm not a mother, but at least I'm empathetic to those who, are creating lives within their womb to bring forth and being pregnant is really dangerous. It's scary. Again, I don't have to have that personal experience in order to empathize and sympathize. You know what I mean? And just because you're an academic or a scholar or a physician doesn't mean that you know someone's body better than they do, right? Like I am a lifeguard. Okay, I worked for a life I worked as a lifeguard. And just because I, studied the CPR manuals and all that stuff, I could read thousands of books on swimming, but if I don't actually get in the water, okay, to save somebody who's literally fighting for their life, right? Like I can tell someone about that experience, but I've never, well, that's not true. When I was little, I did almost drown. So I know what that feeling is. It's like she's trying to talk about pregnancy without being without ever having been pregnant. And to be anti-Black on top of it is just it's just a disappointment because Black women face not only racism but also sexism. And it's like, we have enough people. We have people from every single demographic dogging us out. We don't need that from another Black woman, especially a doctor, right? Who's on the show, supposedly, like she says in her statement, advocating for Black mothers and babies. Yet that's exactly the opposite of what you told Dr. Heavenly in that clip. So some people, I don't know, a lot of people are calling for her to be fired. They just got rid of Quad and she went on Carlos King. I'll have to make that recap video a little bit later, but this was just, it was so disappointing and just really disheartening because, and I'm sure, the VP Harris is probably embarrassed too. But I mean, because this is like their, campaigning and all that stuff. But yeah, Dr. Jackie, we really need you to do better. And not to mention, people are saying that she doesn't even take Black women who don't earn in a certain, income bracket. Like she's very selective with her patients. A lot of her former clients are coming out, or a lot of her former patients are coming out saying that, you know, she body shamed them, which we saw that on the show, right? She body shames them, that she's not a good physician. She didn't believe their pain. And it's like we get it from everywhere, every industry, every other demographic. It is so disheartening when it comes from your own. And for Dr. Jackie, I'm gonna guess probably over 90% of her patients are Black women. But I'll tell you the truth, if I lived in Atlanta, I wouldn't go to Dr. Jackie. I would go to Dr. Simone or someone else. But I want to hear from you guys. What are your thoughts on Dr. Jackie, what she said in this clip, and also her statement? So please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already, and I will talk with you later. Take care, Aces. Bye.